Hello, ToonDubz here with another rant. I kind of rely on my ToonDubz channel to vent out any rants that I certainly have. So yeah, all my subscribers are kind of victim to my rants that I usually have. I don't really have anyone else to put stuff like this. But yeah, before I get into this subject, I'm going to have to explain something for those that don't know what I'm about to talk about. Bronies. Now, I'm sure a lot of the nerd culture are already aware of this, but essentially there was a cartoon in the 80s called My Little Pony, based on I think it was the Hasbro toys, um, and this cartoon lasted for a while, but then it got rebooted recently, and it was targeted towards little girls, but older men got really into it. They really attached to it for some reason. Now, personally, I've not seen the cartoon, but I do intend on seeing it at some point. I just have to be in the right mood. I'm very fussy when it comes to watching things. Doesn't matter what it is, I'm really fussy about what I'm watching. But I 100% respect those men, and these men go by the name of Bronies. And it's its own culture. I know that some of these people that are part of the Brony culture kind of abuse their attachment to this show. I know about it. I know that some Bronies, not all, will kind of use their Brony culture as an excuse to stay home from work or something like that. They do kind of abuse it, but this is for most things, really. It does happen, though. It does happen. But the thing is, I think it's ridiculous that some people have this horrible thing against all Bronies and all of the Brony culture. There is no point getting up in arms about this at all. Seriously. I mean, for example, Harry Potter, I'm probably wrong about this, sorry if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that Harry Potter was aimed at children, but it reached a massive demographic, and no one gets their tits in a twist whenever their parents get into Harry Potter, so what's the problem? I can't think of any other examples, but it's just ridiculous that we live in a society that kind of attaches everyone to these categories, these labels, and they just think, well, okay, if someone doesn't fit the stereotype, then I'm uncomfortable. I feel really uncomfortable about this. Look, that man is not. He's not. Oh my god, that man. He's watching pony cartoons. He's supposed to be watching CSI. Oh my god, he's supposed to be watching football. He's meant to be watching the Dave channel. Oh god. Oh, here come the Nazi zombie giraffes. Calm down. Seriously. In the world of today, it's casual to see women with short hair, women that wear trousers and jeans, and it's respected, and nobody gets up in arms about it. So, why can't men just like pony cartoons? Why can't we just respect one another, despite our gender? Just stop being ridiculous. Seriously. It's useless hate. That's what it is. It's useless hate. Brony culture is pretty much the same as any other kind of fandom culture, and there is nothing wrong with it at all. There's this really annoying expectation for adults to pretty much dispose of their childhood nostalgia once they become an adult. And that is just ridiculous. The idea that some people will be convinced that it's unhealthy to keep yourselves attached to those things that you grew up with. And I think that is just ridiculous. It's great character building, and it defines you. It is very stupid to pretty much kill off something that means so dear to you just because you've turned 18. As if it's some kind of tradition. I really don't believe that some people should dictate who's allowed to watch what. We've got the freedom to decide what we watch, and the thing is, we all have different reactions to everything. It doesn't matter who we are, we're all completely unique individuals, And it's fascinating how everyone has a separate reaction to different things. And I don't think people should say, no, you're an evil person because you like this. You're an evil person because you hate that. No, that's childish. That's just childish to me. You also get grown women who are obsessed with the Twilight franchise, which I have nothing against. Also, but it's another prime example because the Twilight franchise, I'm supposing, was aimed at young teenage girls. And I think I've kind of realised the connection here. It's only cartoons that most people get really upset over when an adult likes a cartoon, because there's this bloody irritating reputation for cartoons to be just for kids. Just they're there to exist for children. That's it. Nothing else. No. Did you know the first ever pornographic film was a cartoon? Yes, a lot of cartoons are aimed at adults, not just erotically, but in a sophisticated sense as well. There are plenty of animations aimed at adults directly. The problem is that a lot of these people have not been exposed to these adult animations. They're too used to Disney, DreamWorks, Warner Brothers kind of mainstream animations. Back in the 80s, there were quite a frequent amount of animations aimed squarely at adults. There's a great marketing gap for animation to be aimed at an adult audience, at a teenage audience. I mean, you think about all these cliche movies that come out, and you think, well, that could be animated, so what's Hollywood afraid of? It's really ridiculous that, like, cartoons, animations have this really ridiculous reputation for being tame, for being cheesy, for being friendly. And the only kind of people that have recognized the fact that animations can be aimed outside of the children demographic are people outside of Hollywood. Hollywood has so much power, and they could really help change the reputation for cartoons if they brought out loads and loads of these animated features that were kind of like a mix of genres and aimed at anyone at all, instead of limiting it to just children's comedy adventures with pop culture references. Oh, I mean, think about France. They have so many beautiful animated films, and you cannot look at them and think, well, this is just for kids. Not because it's got adult nature, but because you think, well, adults can appreciate this so much, but at the same time, children can enjoy it. You can think about Eastern Europe with, like, Czech Republic. Watch out for Jan Vakmage's films. They're brilliant. Go and check them out. They are surreal, wonderful films that are kind of unsettling at the same time. I mean, like, he likes to animate meat. Literally just takes meat and animates it. He did this whole film about fetishes, and that was just weird and brilliant. That was excellent. Think about Hungary. Think about the film Cat City. Go and check out Cat City. It's a brilliant satire on the Cold War and using cats and mice. And most of all, think about Japan and how anime in Japan is marketed to so many different audiences. That's one of the main reasons I admire anime, is because it's an industry that's not afraid to embrace every side of its audience. I wish Hollywood would start to think like the anime industry. I really do. We could have so many different kinds of Hollywood animations coming out. So yeah. In other words, I think people should stop raging on brony culture and just calm the hell down, chill out, leave bronies to do what they want to do, and start giving animation in general some respect, because as an actual third year, animation student, I can tell you now, animation is so hard. Rewarding, yes, but it's difficult. It's not a matter of just taking a piece of paper and drawing, taking a piece of drawing. Oh no, it is complex. So respect animation fans, respect animation culture, and respect the animation industry. Thank you.